This is a Louis I can get behind. Welcome in to my review of Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire on AMC and AMC Plus. I want you to take special note as to the title of this. It is called Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire. It was very important to her and the producers of the show and her estate that you know that she had given her blessings despite all the updates and modifications to the tale. It is, once again, a multiverse tale. It is very much in the spirit of the original Interview with a Vampire, just in another universe where things are slightly, or very, in some cases, very much different, but still enjoyable and still harboring the spirit of. And Anne Rice was working on this project when it happened, and she certainly was into it. The reason why you need to know about this is because of the pink elephant in the room. Or should I say, the black vampire in the room. Yes, they have turned Louis black. And in the original, the son of a rich plantation owner and an owner of slaves, that kind of darkness loomed over him, which sometimes made him believe that that's why he believes that the devil, Lestat, or vampirism as a whole, would eventually curse him and plague his entire existence. Meanwhile, we have the new Black Louis. Instead of the story starting out in 1791, takes place in 1910. He is very much from the New Orleans. However, in this, he is a brothel owner and a pimp. He also has a darkness looming over him. How he makes his fortune and how he makes it in the world also makes him believe that that might be why the devil has chose him to haunt his very existence and put him in an eternal hunt for living blood. I gotta tell you, I love it. I love both versions. And before we go any further, I want to let it be known that I'm not a poser. I have always been an Interview with a Vampire junkie. The Vampire Chronicles novels when I was a teen led me into such things such as, well, not only embracing horror, that might have been some of the first horror I've ever encountered on a real level, but it also brought me to vampire and horror RPGing. I roleplayed with Vampire the Masquerade, Kindred the Embraced, and Vampire the Requiem in the later years, and I am certainly not a stranger to any of this. So I am a lover of the original works of Anne Rice and a lover of that original movie. I think that movie was a beautiful adaptation. However, times change, and sometimes we just got to mix it up, and I'm really embracing what they've done with this. Now, not only did they change Louis, and let me tell you, they didn't just change Louis, they even changed Daniel, the interviewer. Now, in our original story, they meet in a gay bar in 1973 to do their interview. And what's interesting in this is that actual interview did take place in this story's timeline. However, he ran out on Louis because he got scared of his vampirism, and he never actually finished. And so they decided to have a re-interview 49 years later at Louis's penthouse estate in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. He's filthy rich now, and he's ready to actually give his interview in wealth. I absolutely love all these new updates. They even talk about the virus that's been going on and plaguing us, if you're into that sort of thing. Now, I think a lot of you wonder if these changes are the work of SJWism. And to be honest, I'm going to tell you, I do not believe so. Now, some of you might think we're fighting a culture war. Now, I don't like to apply that to the ideas of horror or any entertainment of mine. I love it, and I just love it as I love it. And I'll tell you that very much this encapsulates the very spirit Anne Rice was trying to tell us. Dark, cursed people who are broken in so many ways find vampirism to be an eternal hell and prison for them, is what Anne Rice was talking about. It's very important that we understand that the men, both Louis and Lestat, both seemed cursed and hated by the world, and then they are cursed with vampirism. Just as the story of the Eternal Girl reflects something that actually happened to Anne Rice's life. I'm not going to get into super details, but she actually had a daughter who died at a young age, and the whole purpose of the original Interview with a Vampire was a type of therapy for her to get over her daughter, and so she wrote a story about a little girl who would never die. These people are very much caught in hell, and I think that essence and that idea remains strong and very true within this product. But I gotta tell you, it's not just like the update of it, or I'm watching Interview with a Vampire. The story was so good, I could not turn away. When episode 1 ended, I couldn't wait to watch episode 2. It's just so captivating and amazing. And right now, it's one of the few shows that I cannot wait to see the next episode of. You don't see a lot of that anymore. On my other channel, where I talk about superheroes and nerd things and sci-fi, I'm reviewing a group of shows that I don't even like. It's pretty crazy. So actually, Interview with a Vampire is turning out to just be God sent. It's really utterly amazing. It shows us the historical nature of New Orleans and all these things, and just this character narrated by none other than Game of Thrones Grey Worm, turned into the Black Louis, is just amazing. Now, I know what you're thinking. I bet you're all Lestat fans, and I can't really do this review without talking about updates to Lestat. Now, for me, I think Lestat is so utterly amazing from the performance of Tom Cruise. Now, the thing is that he gave us a performance that was so very American. He's an American. He's very obviously the most American human who ever lived, trying to speak in a European tongue and accent at times, and trying to act like he's super old world culture, the way Europeans are. And that was good, and I love that performance. That, you know what it was? He was better at being a European. He was better at being a devilish jerk to the creatures he sired than the Europeans, so we forgave him. However, this one goes the opposite way. This one is a more identifiable version of Lestat, where you do see the human side of him. A reveal that in the books you don't get until the second book, when he explains, all these people that I kill, I'm a mind reader, and I only kill people who are evil and have done evil acts, is actually revealed kind of in this way. He's actually telling Louis, which in the original novel he didn't. He's actually being like, well, this guy's not so great. It's all right to take his life. The devil on your shoulder, indeed. This gentleman who they got, I do not know what his descent is, but he is very European. Sometimes you're not sure if his accent is French or German. Don't judge him on that, because I don't know accents. I'm an idiot. I don't really understand accents. So he could be spot on for all I know. But he's clearly very European, and just more, you can accept him more on the human traits. And when he explains that these people deserve to die, it's a different side of the devil, if that makes any type of sense. I know to many of you it won't. One thing that they really do change about him, which I don't love but is still entertaining, it certainly doesn't ruin the project, is that he is responsible for some of the most ghoulish murders I've ever seen. In both the book and the movie, Lestat would kill people with slashes to the neck, or he'd drain them, or do something eloquent. There was a certain genteelness to the way he would kill. Not this one. This Lestat is straight out of Mortal Kombat. He's punching people's heads off. He's literally using his supernatural strength to do horrific things to human bodies that should never be done. And you're just like, you are a thug, bro. You need to calm your ass down. I gotta say, at some point, some of these murders are quite jarring, are quite jarring. However, this whole concept about the devil and God and the battle over their souls and are they truly damned remains top tier in it. And so in episode 1, it goes throughout, the origins to when Louis gets transformed, and then 2, you get really into the tale. Now, Claudia hasn't emerged yet, but what I think is really cool about this series is that we all know that in the film franchise, the books were shortchanged. They skipped over part 2, The Vampire Lestat, which is arguably one of the best books, and then they went straight to Queen of the Damned and adapted it horribly. Didn't give enough time for all the epic stuff that was going on in there. It was a story of great scope, but was played for like a chump. A series gives us a chance to explore every little thing. We're given the time and actual to create tone and aura I love this idea, and I'm actually hoping that they can pull off several of the novels. If not ambitiously, can they get through all 5 or 6 of them? We've got Interview with a Vampire. We've got the Vampire Lestat. We've got Queen of the Damned. We've got Tale of the Body Thief. We've got Nemnoch the Devil. And we've got the Vampire Armand. So that's 6 tales that I'm hoping they're able to do. And I hope they don't shortchange any minute of it, because I'm all about this thing. I know you're going to be scared if you're old school fans. There are changes. But trust me, I'm telling you, if you liked my review so much, or give it a chance, I have a feeling there's a place in your heart for this new Interview with a Vampire. I'm going to be doing weekly reviews as the episodes come out. Now, for those of you who've only seen on AMC episode 1 and you're wondering why I'm talking about 2 episodes, if you have AMC Plus, you actually get an episode ahead of everyone else. They have 2 episodes up on their website. So that's a way to get into that. If you really are fiending for the next episode, go sign up for AMC Plus. But the real question is, what did you, my ghouls and ghosts, think of Interview with a Vampire episodes 1 and 2? Please let me know down in the comments. Please remember to like and share this video, and remember to subscribe. So here at Kill Me Like One of Your French Girls, we can keep bringing you the best reviews in horror today. I have a feeling October is going to be a busy but very pleasurable month for horror for all of us. Till next time, ta-ta.